says part 6 because I'm an idiot. So, this is part 7 of Until Dawn. I'll go back and change that later. This is Jenna. I'm here with Keiko. Say hi.
Wait, hello. Sorry, I think there's a little bit of a lag. That's fine.
That's good. You're good. So, we have just entered Chapter 5, Dread of Until Dawn. Let's see, I can't remember what the alternate name for it is. I'm sure it's something fluffy bunny-like, because that's what they tend to do with these. Let's see. But yeah, I'm starting to, I got my big little notebook of Until Dawn facts out, which was also my art history notebook in college, so I'm going to have to slog through some art history to get to it. Alright, so we're...
Tell us some art history.
Oh,
Until Dawn.
you want some art history? I got the ancient Egypt.
Course.
Ancient
I'm
Egypt
here for the art history, Jenna. I'm not here for anything else.
Well, if you did want to know, in this notebook, I drew a picture of an Egyptian pharaoh with sunglasses on and doing finger guns, and it just says Pope Ramses II. I like set a normal amount. So, whatever you want to derive from that, Pope Ramses II was known for like going through and making the Egyptian god Set and putting him into a bunch of Egyptian art. So, you know, you wanted to know that, and there now you got it. So, like...
I did, and I feel good.
You learned something today. But now we're gonna set Until Dawn back up. So we're in this scary courtyard with Mike, who is played by Brett Dalton.
Wait, I should Google him.
He was in he's in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., which I've never watched, but I've heard a few YouTubers comment on it as they have played through this. They're like, that's the guy from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. So, yeah, I've seen like a few interviews from him, but only off of this game. I've never really seen anything he's been in.
What is his name?
He's in Agents
What's
of
his name
S.H.I.E.L.D.
again?
Oh, Brett Dalton. I went through and I found everyone's real names.
Something Dalton.
Brett. Let's see. Also got... Alright, so the stranger, the one he's following, again... Oh, this is a spoiler zone. So anyone who hasn't played Until Dawn and thinks that they might, don't watch this. So, there's your warning. We're not going to give you another one while this particular episode runs. So, we say it at the beginning of every episode, and we just assume people will know. So, don't watch this if you haven't already played this, if you intend to try and get any surprise out of it in the future. So anyway, the stranger is
definitely one of those actors. Sorry.
He's definitely what actor?
Okay, so like when you watch, rarely like when you see someone in a video game look exactly the same. Like they did a really good job with Sam as Hayden Panettiere as Sam.
Agreed.
That legit looks like Hayden Panettiere.
Yeah.
But like otherwise, usually either the person's hotter in real life or hotter in the game.
Mm-hmm.
And I think this dude's hotter in the game.
Yeah, well, what can you do? They aged him down a lot, too. I don't know for a fact that he's the oldest in this game, but it's possible. I don't know what any of their ages were when they did this game, but I can guarantee you they aged pretty much all of the cast down.
Oh yeah, he definitely is not as cute in real life.
So, I'm gonna go in through this side thing. I've actually watched people... What?
Yeah. Smiles gross. Anyways, continue.
I've actually watched people just waltz in through the front door here. That doesn't make any sense to me, but... Oh, wait. One thing I am going to do, though, is look at the... there's a little cornerstone here where it says condemned. So, I'm going to look at it. So, one thing that I want to bring up on this is this is a podcast, you know, and one interesting tidbit I think that we can get from this bit of Until Dawn is Supermassive is coming out with a game called The Inpatient. I don't remember when it comes out. I don't know if it's 2018. I don't know if it's going to get 2019 treatment. But they're going to make this game called The Inpatient. I swear I am moving the right stick. Go, go, go. Just Oh my god, I might not be able to do this because he just won't move. Um, so if you go and you watch the trailer, I'm pretty sure it's the story of how the Wendigos tore this whole place up because, it's, I mean, like, it's just that Condemned poster. That's the only thing I got, and the fact that this building looks similar too. God damn it, why is this glitching? Why? Why, guys?
Supermassive are the people that made this, correct? Sorry.
Yes, Supermassive is the studio that made this. Sorry, I'm having some troubles with Mike here. Oh, I was pushing it. Well, should have been clear right stick direction. Yeah, so Supermassive is making a game called The Inpatient, and it looks like a prequel to Until Dawn about how this particular asylum falls apart, which I thought was very interesting. Again, I encourage anyone who's watching this to go and watch the trailer. It's kind of interesting. But again, that cornerstone, the Condemned, like, sign, and the courtyard and the shape of the building are the only things that make me think that. So if Supermassive is, like, super into reusing their assets, then, you know, I suppose it's possible that
they're just confusing people.
Right, then they just reused something that they already made, which is fair anyway, because, let's face it, they make beautiful stuff, but yeah, that's just downright confusing and not fair, so we'll just hope it's not that. That Lost Totem was super graphic. That was really gross.
On a side note, I was putting celebrities' faces on my face the other day.
Yeah.
And me plus Blake Lively is like really
10 out of
hot.
10.
Like 20 out of 10. Like, holy shit.
That's hilarious. I like that that's just, you know, just another Tuesday. I was putting Blake Lively's face over mine. No worries.
There's lots of other faces. Like, Johnny Depp on my face is terrifying.
Oh, oh my gosh. I feel like Johnny Depp's face on pretty much anyone else's face would be terrifying.
Probably. It was just not a good experience.
That's frightening. Let's see. Do I have any... Oh. One of the things that I got off track about is the stranger who we are following is played by Larry Fessenden. He's also a writer on this game, and he's a producer for several movies, which I don't think we're going to get to it on this episode, but he is the producer of several of the movies in, like, Josh's family theater in his cabin. So all of those, like, weirdly relevant movie posters that you see in the lodge later, where it's like Bitter Feast and like Night of the Dead or whatever, those are actual movies produced by Larry Fessenden, who plays the stranger, and also was a writer and producer on this game. So that's pretty cool.
So those are like real, like I could go rent them.
I think so, yeah. That's, at least according to the internet, you can. And the internet never lies.
No, the internet's like a hotbed of truth.
Yep. Look at those doggies.
This is such a cool set. Like, literally, when I was in this, whatever the fuck, I was like, this is cool as fuck. It kind of made me think of, like, that old school Buffy game. I don't know why. When they showed that, like, pan, you know what I mean? And they kind of showed the layout. They did that a lot in that game.
Yeah, in the Chaos Bleeds Buffy game?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh my gosh, that was such gold. Do you remember how much we ran around trying to figure out what we were supposed to do? Like,
yes.
That was before the age of just being able to pick up your phone and be like, all right, I'm stuck. I need some help. And so, like, you didn't easily look for internet. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I just remember, like, going through so many levels trying to open doors and not being able to. And then you finally get to the mall, which is Xander's level, and, like, he goes, no, it's the school. And he's like, whenever you go to open a door and it doesn't open, he's like, yeah, I didn't want to open that door anyway. And I was like, yes, I did. Like, I was just so upset.
I wanted to open them all!
Yeah. I want to open all the doors.
Just force them all out.
So
gosh, I totally forgot about that element of those games, which was that you would just run around and, like, literally, like, we would be, like, agonizing Like
Yeah.
we were like it was like
just-
taking a toll on us.
Yes, it was. I remember we were stuck in a graveyard. I don't remember whose level it was, but we were stuck in a graveyard, and and it was in a mausoleum. We had to go into a mausoleum to figure it out. Or no.
Oh my
It
god.
was,
Wait, this is ringing a bell.
Yeah,
Like
so
we were so lost.
we had to like get into a mausoleum somehow, but we couldn't figure out how. And the answer was that you went into the graveyard, and there was like an earth mover from like digging graves, like one of those scoop arms, and you had to find the freaking keys for it, and then
Ah, I
activate the
remember
scoop
this.
arm and like destroy the mausoleum in order to get inside of it. And I was like, who thought
who
that
thinks
was a
to do
good
that?
idea? Yeah. Oh my gosh, I was so upset. That was just the worst. We might have actually looked that bit up, because I think that was the one.
Honestly, but that would be an ordeal. We'd have to like go up to like
Yeah.
the stationary like desktop and like
Yeah, I know.
boot up the internet
Right.
and like
it's just
try to
like-
find it and print it out.
Yeah, just in case. Oh my gosh, the only other thing I remember printing out was playing Final Fantasy X. There are these stupid puzzles that you have to do in order to get into like these temples of the faith, and there was really annoying music, so even if you could hold out, you were still being driven insane by the music that played. Oh god, it was terrible.
Oh my god,
so,
I was thinking about something the other day though.
mhm.
I was listening to Big and Rich and it was Wild West show.
Yeah.
And I was just thinking about playing Gun and listening to Big and
Oh
Rich.
my gosh. For anyone who has never played Gun watching this, I highly recommend picking up the video game Gun. It's amazing. It's so good.
So good.
Yeah. That was great. Yeah, so, and then, back to Until Dawn. So we're starting to unravel, the mysteries of the Blackwood Pines Sanatorium, which apparently no one has bothered to unravel before, which I find a little odd, since, the police investigated through here probably when Hannah and Beth disappeared, but they were just like, nope, nothing of interest, and there's no explanation for that, so that's cool.
Honestly though, if I was Mike, I would not set foot in a sanatorium. I'm like, isn't that where they put sick people? Like, I'm not about to go in there and get sick.
He's not that smart. So.
He has no comb. What do you
Yeah.
want from him?
And, like, I know, like, a lot of times, not always, but, when your girlfriend is brutally murdered in front of you, or at least that's his assumption right now, you just don't run away. Like, the person that brutally murdered your girlfriend could go after your other friends. Like, I know Mike's not that good of a friend, but you would think that maybe it would cross his mind to go and just pop in on them, at least for a second, and be like, hey guys, in case you wanted to know, someone murdered Jessica and threw her down an elevator shaft. Like, I don't know, then he can go
Too much
here.
sense.
Yep. And then, like, he's the one that's like, let's all throw Emily out of the place, and like, oh god, yeah.
Mike's dumb.
Mike's just all for separating the group. Like, that's just what his, and I'm like, I was playing through this and I was just like, how are you still alive? You went off
honestly,
on
I
your
thought
own.
he was going to die. He goes on a fucking like adventure on his own.
Oh my gosh,
And
I
like
know.
with no support. It makes literally no sense.
Yep. He's pretty confusing. Pretty confusing indeed. But I'm gonna try my darndest not to get him. I want to get him beat up, but I don't want to get him too damaged, because I don't know how damaged you have to get in order for Wolfie to die. So I don't want the dog to die for me. So we're gonna try and avoid that.
Again, if this were realistic, the game animators would be like animating him like shivering,
Yeah.
like super cold. First objective would be to find a jacket.
It
Like,
really would. Which we are gonna find a jacket, but not until we get back upstairs. Like, yeah.
Are you gonna
So
let him keep his finger?
no, God, no. He doesn't deserve his finger.
Oh damn. Okay.
I mean,
No, wait. Are I controlling his keeping his hand.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, he's keeping it. It's so like generic to have him lose his fingers in this game. That's what everyone does.
Alright, well, fine.
He's gonna have hands.
He's gonna. It's only like a finger. Okay, two fingers.
No, it's like two!
Two fingers that he doesn't even need.
Ew.
Like, they're not even. It's not even his ring finger. He can get married and still wear a ring on the finger that he needs.
Mike's not looking to settle down. He just needs hands.
He just needs hands. That's all. Oh man. This place looks a little beat up. Let's go look at the wall. There's nothing to look at on the wall. Damn it. I swear, I thought there was more wall scratches. Is it over here? Yeah, there's something on the wall here. Here we go.
Oh, this is...
See, this is the sort of stuff that the inpatient is gonna cover. It's gonna be great. I'm excited. I hope that they do it. I hope they didn't just juke me with using the same sanatorium model. That would be really mean. I wouldn't like that. Can you imagine being in a whole separate video game and having like the same set, but it's all put together and stuff? Gosh dang. There's Wolfie in the hallway there. Alright, let's see. My collectibles. Oh, we should check on all of his relationships too.
Mike doesn't have relationships.
He has more relationships than anyone should have.
No! It's not real. It doesn't exist in our version of the game.
Uh-huh. Oh no, I missed a clue.
Really?
Clocking in cards. Something not found. I guess if I get to this next room and I haven't found it, then I guess I did miss something. I don't want to have missed something. This is chapter 5. This is only halfway through the game. But they don't exactly go in order either, so hopefully, hold on. I'm gonna do this. Pop, pop, pop. Okay, apparently that's not the right button. Come on. All I wanted was to open his things. Look, his honesty is all but gone. And none of his relationships.
What'd he lie about?
I don't know. But whatever it was must have been big. Because it's gone. His curiosity is almost gone too, which I find surprising for a guy that's, you know, tromping around inside of a sanatorium right now.
Literally on his own adventure.
Yeah, I guess so. It's just, he's just on an adventure of spite, not curiosity, I guess. Adventure of anger.
He, like, really likes Jess now. Like, the second she's in mortal danger, he's like, I love her.
It's like, yeah, you've seen season 2 of Stranger Things, correct?
No, I haven't yet.
Oh, well, there's just like a harmless line I won't even say, but it's just like, I'll just use Josh's line at the beginning of this, which rings fairly true. It's like some sort of shared trauma to bring them together. That's about as trauma-y as you can share, so, you know. God, what did I miss? I'm just bothered. Bothered!
Oh my god, I forgot about this video.
Bothered! Clocking in cards.
I literally watched those videos before I even read Harry Potter or cared about Harry Potter.
Those are the Twilight videos, the one where he pretends to be Robert Pattinson.
You're right!
Yeah.
I was thinking that it was the Potter Puppet Pals. Oh my god, I forgot about those videos though. I need to watch them.
Those?
Oh my god, I'm gonna
awesome.
send those to my family. I'm gonna be like, do you remember this?
You should. That is excellent. Oh my gosh. What did I miss? Seriously, I'm so bothered.
Jenna, it's
Bothered.
okay. It's okay. Acceptance, a great coping mechanism.
So here's the part we're gonna skip because Keiko's no fun. So if he
What?
grabs
Oh.
this arm here, then he's gonna lose his finger, and then I would have chopped his fingers off with a machete, and it would have been really badass. But we're gonna just skip that apparently this time. This is gonna be the first time that Mike has not done that. I always make him do it as penance.
Oh, well, yep.
This place just
Me,
gets better and
me
better.
holding the reins or whatever.
It is.
figuratively.
Mike is under Keiko's protection. Just as Chris and Ashley are under mine.
Hanging out.
I love going and revisiting that head because he talks to it, and it's just like, how insane are you right now? Pretty insane. That's the answer. All right. If I don't find, let's see.
Ew.
Come on, let's go.
Why do people put things in jars? Like, that's weird.
I don't know. It was an older time before people could afford to not have to keep things in jars, I guess. Ah, it's empty. Alright, let's grab this tag and see what's going on here. Alright. You know, I played this with Amanda and Jamie, and Amanda was actually smart enough to say, don't touch that, the thing. And that's literally the first time that anyone has ever not touched it. But then I sort of convinced Jamie to make her go back and do it, so it was really funny because
Oh my god, you're evil.
she was like, that seems like a really bad idea, don't touch it. And I was like, are you sure you don't want to investigate anything else in the room? And then Jamie was like, yeah, come on, we should go back. And I was like, yes.
With the camera angle, they really want you to have him lose his fingers.
You do.
That's
Yeah,
not
they do.
subtle.
It is not subtle at all, so. Again, there's a bear trap under there because it's a Wendigo trap for everyone that, again, kind of missed what we were talking about. It's a Wendigo trap, and so if he had touched it, it would have snapped his fingers off. Hi, Mousy. Ratty. The picture on, the look on Mike's face when he watches that happen is just priceless because his jaw kind of drops open. Like the corpse's mouth just dropped open. I love that. It's so great. Oh gosh, I can't remember how to get to the collectibles anyway. Damn it! That's still
had,
missing.
like, emo hair.
It did.
What?
It did. That one clue is still not found.
Jenna,
Would you mind looking it up for me?
what is it? Clue what?
Clue number 7 in the 1952 timeline. I don't even know if I can go back that far, but I want to know what it is.
Okay.
Again, this is my collectible completionist run through, in my hopes. Besides, you know, we can offer some. I promise I won't touch the dead hand. Hi, it's waving at me. There's the not so subtle camera angle. What does it say? Maybe I'll get another chance to pick it up. Your poor internet.
Yeah, it does not like me. Come on.
Well, that's okay. I guess we'll just move on. I don't want to kill the conversation, and I've already done that.
I'm close.
Okay.
Oh, fuck, these aren't in order.
Damn them.
I think you don't find them in order, Jenna.
Alright, I'll just keep moving then.
Clue
Chapel
7. In the sanatorium as Mike, you'll come to an area where you need to go down a set of stairs. This room has giant windows in the back. To the right behind the stairs, before you go down the stairs, you will find
I know what it is.
1952. Clue
The
number 7,
photograph.
the picture that is face
Yep.
down.
Okay, then we're good. I can go in peace. Rest in peace.
Yeah, I don't think they're in order.
Alright, good. Grab it, Mike. Chapel security pass required. I think it was you. Or it was either you or a joke that I made to myself because we both have a very similar sense of humor. When I was first playing this game, you need like the chapel pass in order to get into the like chapel of this place. And I said, who puts a lock on the chapel door? And then either you or I just answered myself and said, well, it is God's house.
Well, it is what?
It is God's house.
Oh my god, you definitely said that to yourself. That
Oh,
is funny.
I crack myself up. Oh god, no! Doggo wants to bite me! Run, Mike, run! Doggo, stop! Mike, you run like a crazy person. You could have closed that door. I'm just saying.
I like
There,
how
he
it has
finally-
like the wolf's POV chasing him. Like,
Yeah.
come on.
Yeah. Oh, did you see that? The butterfly effect happened? Because Mike
No.
did not touch the trap, so he did not lose any of his fingers.
Nice.
Let's look at it.
Nice. I like you, smart.
And which one will die? Chris said that he would save Ashley. Mike got to the morgue. Mike still had a usable machete. Oh, it doesn't even congratulate you on having all of your fingers.
Nah, the fact that you have a machete is way more important.
Yeah, because, like, you can actually break the machete if you try and, like, get his fingers out without chopping them off.
Such a random thing.
Yeah, it is. We'll just jump on down here. Oh, darn, I forgot to look out the window. Oh, well, it's not a collectible, so I'm not bothered. Baldud!
Back in here.
Dun,
I want to
dun,
watch
dun.
that. Don't let me forget.
They're so good. Watch the Shark Week one and the Snickers one.
Oh my
It's-
god,
those are
I
the
forgot!
best ones.
They're so good!
Peanutectomy. Is this wordplay on the word hysterectomy? Baldud! I'm so sorry, viewers. It's not even related to Until Dawn, but you should just go watch the Jimmy Fallon Bothered skits.
Oh my god, they're
Oh
so funny.
They are funny. Alright, into the chapel we go. It's Doggo!
Oh,
I'm not gonna punch it.
Okay. Okay.
Did you know even if you kick the dog, you can make friends with it again?
Easy, boy.
no.
Easy.
It's a forgiving dog.
It is.
Easy.
He's a good boy. He just goes and sits down. Let's go pet him. Oh,
So cute.
he says, I don't want you to pet me yet.
I mean,
gonna-
he is a wolf.
I'm gonna
we should
approach
be
you.
specific.
That's a good boy.
He's a wolf.
That's right. Easy. Yeah, good boy. Yeah. Hey, guy. You like that? Yeah.
Honestly, like, are
Nice
wolves
little
vicious
loving, right?
in general?
I think if they're well fed enough, they might not be. They wouldn't approach her or whatever, or they'd come up for a sniff, but I don't think wolves are ever well fed enough for that. You know what I mean? They're always a little hungry,
Uh-huh.
so that's why people don't usually take that risk. Let's see. I don't need to give him a bone, but he's a good doggo, so I'm gonna give him a bone. But first I'm gonna find the cigar.
Stogie stash exposed.
Again, he's oddly calm for this being the person he thinks murdered his girlfriend. Like, know what I'm saying? He's like, oh yeah, here's the cigar box. Like, again, I would be disturbed that anyone else was on the mountain with you.
Like, that's annoying in general, though. In most games, I feel like oftentimes, like, I don't know if it's a game, it's a game and a movie thing, where, like, suddenly someone's very casual and calm, even though
Yeah.
it's, like, still a high-stress situation.
Yeah, I agree.
So, like, I don't understand what that is. Like, maybe for a game, they don't want to, like, make,
I
be
think it-
animating them doing a lot.
I think
don't
it
know.
pushes the likability of your characters to a limit. You know what I mean? Like, if Mike were freaking out right now, people would be like, suck it up, Mike. You know, like, here you go, Wolfie.
It's just, like, an annoying flaw. I hate it in movies because they can really change that.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
But, like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I think if it's done well, it's a really
Easy, boy.
it's a good way to show some realism, but if it's not done well, then I think that you risk, you know, like making it so people don't like your characters.
You like that?
Yeah, give that doggy a pat. He has yellow wolf eyes, too. Everyone likes a little lovin'. That's what Mike said. I'm gonna go look at the board real quick. RQ. Boop, boop, boo. Man, photo mode in this game is just unreal. It's too good. Like, you thought we had fun
Is
in
that very
Uncharted
my
4. Yes, because there technically isn't a photo mode in this game, but it's like the scenery. It's just impossible to not, you know, have a good shot. Finally, the jacket. This should have been priority numero uno. Just happens to
The
fit.
jacket. That's also like I literally like have that jacket and it's too cold for the winter. Like
Yeah.
I cannot wear that jacket now.
It's-
like I don't wear that
Mhm.
jacket anymore because it's too thin.
It's true. I've got jackets very similar to this one as well, and I agree. It's just not
Nice.
where you think you're going. What happens to this gun? I feel like he does not keep that gun because he gets a shotgun later, and it's like, where did that gun end up? You know what I'm saying?
I don't know, but I'm very angry about all the weather politics in this game.
Just try to let that go. You'll have a better time.
I can't. I'm literally
okay.
about to go buy a North Face in real life, and like I don't know, something about this is like triggering me.
It's not like you work at North Face. You don't have to be mad.
North Faces are so expensive. I was literally on the phone with my mom, and I was like, she was telling me a story, and then I was like, oh my god, and she thought I was talking about the story. Now I was looking up the prices of North Faces. I did not know. They're like $5,000. Like, I was like,
I know.
what?
They're ridiculous. North Face I feel like it used to just be like every other brand, and then suddenly someone decided it was special. Here is Mike being in a dark, scary place. Here is Mike running into some stuff in a dark, scary place. Here's Mike walking a little faster in a dark, scary place.
Mike, fucking zip your jacket, dude.
Right? He's like, nah, it's
can't.
just balmy up here in the Canadian snowy north. Here's
In
the
a
one.
totally not heated old ass sanatorium.
Right? Yeah. Yeah. Here's the one. Here's the clue. Yes.
Miracle Man.
The Miracle Man. There's also a death totem over here. I believe it's one of the ones I'm missing because it has antlers. Yes. Okay, also, again, I'm just gonna say it again. Who sees visions in these and then just doesn't talk about it? Like, doesn't say, hey, I picked up that weird piece of wood and had a weird premonition that, you know, you or I would die. I just feel like if we're
Yeah.
sharing, that might be something worth sharing. Here we go. Come on, Mike.
Maybe.
Because, like, look at this. Look at that. How can you go wrong with that? So beautiful. This game has really withstood the test of time, I feel like, as far as graphics go.
True.
It's just...
True.
Supermassive, I guess, is just going to be one of those game studios that, like, really throws their heart into something, but they just don't put out much because they're throwing their all of their energy into the one thing.
Yeah.
But also, they made Rush of Blood, which, by the way, if you didn't get, or if you don't have PlayStation VR, at least to drop into the PlayStation Store this month, because I think it's this month. I don't think it was October. I think it was this month. In November, Rush of Blood is actually free, so you can go in, you can you can add it to your library, and it'll be purchased in your PlayStation account as long as you have PS Plus. And you can get Rush of Blood for free, which I don't have a VR yet, but you can bet your ass that's going to be like the first thing that I play as soon as I get a VR. And now I don't have to spend, you know, $10, $20 on, you know, getting it. So that's pretty awesome.
Or you could come to this and we could all play it.
Oh yeah, that would be
I've already
great.
played it. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I would love to,
Course.
just because I'd
Locked.
freak the fuck out.
Oh,
But
I lost it. I was literally like, oh my god, this. I was like, oh, this isn't gonna be scary. It was the first thing I ever played in VR as
Yeah,
well.
that's
like,
what I
didn't
plan on
play
doing.
anything else. Yeah, I was like, I want to play this Until Dawn shit. And I put it on. I was like, I can't do it. I can't. I'm scared. I was
gosh,
like
yeah.
screaming the entire time. I was
yeah.
with Scott, and Scott was like, you're being really extra. I was like, boy, it is not. This is not performance. Like, I'm frightened.
Amazing. That is great. Yeah, I think it would be intensely scary. Oh, we are switching chapters now, too. And we are approaching our 45-minute mark as well, just a warning. But,
Okay.
but again, Supermassive just got to use all of the assets that they had for Until Dawn for Rush of Blood. So, like, I don't hold that against them at all. These models obviously took a really long time to make, and I think that they should make the Inpatient, and they should make, Rush of Blood using all of the stuff that they've already worked really hard on. So I don't hold that against them. I think that's good. But yeah, so now we're here with Matt and Emily,
locked.
and I think
hell
this is
did
probably a good
There's
stopping
some
point, don't you?
seriously untrue
Yeah.
shit going on up here tonight.
Yes, that's what I was gonna say.
Perfect. Well, then thank you everyone who tuned in and will tune in the future. Oh look, you get your cold shivery animations. They finally did something, both of them.
But his jacket's still not fucking buttoned.
Nope, it's still not.
His
That
fucking
is-
fall ass jacket.
All right, well, that is going to be it for us tonight. Thank you again, everyone, for tuning in. And we will see you on the next broadcast. I will try and post in advance on my Facebook page, and I'll try and also amend the show notes on these episodes to indicate when our next one will be. So thank you, Keiko, for joining me for the Until Dawn. Well, we will be back soon. Thank you, everyone.